A McMinnville landmark was destroyed by fire over the weekend. The former King's Department Store building on Main Street was leveled during the Saturday blaze. Originally built as an opera house in the early 1900s, the building's street floor was used as an antique store when it burned. Adjacent stores suffered major water and smoke damage. The building's owner lived in the third floor of the downtown business. He escaped without injury. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Were it not for the hard work of local firefighters and a 100-foot ladder truck, McMinnville Fire Chief Kevin Lawrence says the entire city block could have gone up in flames early Saturday. Instead, firefighters contained the blaze to 2 buildings. In addition to deploying the 100-foot ladder truck on the Main Street side of the fire, Lawrence noted the firefighters used a 50-foot ladder truck on the Morford Street side as well.
We set both ladders up, the 100-foot aerial here in front. We had the 50-foot ladder around back, and we also had 2 other master stream devices off the fire trucks set up also. During the early stages of it, we asked for mutual aid assistance from North Warren Volunteer Fire Department. They came in and actually helped us fight the fire, brought one of their pumpers in. We did use it, and a few minutes after that we asked for mutual aid again. Centertown Volunteer Fire Department came in and they manned our stations to protect the rest of the city while we were tied up down here. We were here about 11.5 hours. That was not everybody, but we did have somebody on scene for 11.5 hours. There was approximately 40 to 50 firefighters on the scene. That included the city's crew and the volunteer departments also. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined. As you can see behind me, the Public Works Department is clearing out a path to where the investigators from the State Fire Marshal's Office can get in there and try to determine what caused this thing. You know, it was a major fire. I can't brag on my guys enough for the job they done. If they hadn't done what they did, and if we hadn't had that aerial device that was bought 3 years ago, there's no doubt in my mind we'd lost this whole block. We couldn't have stopped it. With that being said, I know all the people questioned about buying that piece of equipment, and even some aldermen did, but I think they seen the benefit of it that we can have with the city now.
Although the blaze claimed only 2 downtown buildings, one of the lost structures was of great historical significance. Bruce Atnip, who is a member of the Warren County Historical Commission and Heritage Alliance, lamented the loss of the former McMinnville Opera House. Atnip called the destruction of that structure a tragedy for McMinnville.
Historically, it's a significant loss to the community. Around 1888, William Houchins, a black entrepreneur at a time when that wasn't something you saw a lot of, was instrumental in building McMinnville's Opera House. And so he actually built an opera house at a time you wouldn't think of things like that happening. Well, you don't realize McMinnville was prominent in that respect, that we've had 4 movie theaters downtown and 1 opera house, which is now gone and lost to us in this. The significance there, just the fact that a member of our wonderful black community stood up and made a difference in his day and inspired others to do the same. The facts, if you look at the building and its accomplishments, a lot of plays and things from the local schools were had in the Opera House during that day. It was large enough to accommodate that. The first moving picture, as we think of it, the old silent pictures, the first one ever shown in McMinnville was shown there, which inspired the need for creating the movie theaters that eventually opened in our downtown area.
Although state arson investigators have already started their work of sifting through the rubble, a determination of what exactly caused the fire is not expected anytime soon.